Hey, what is going on everybody? Arthur here and welcome to a new Black Ops 2 progression video actually. Now it's been almost 3 months or a little over 3 months if I'm not mistaken since I made a progression video. I know I was supposed to do these videos on a monthly basis, but in all honesty not a whole lot has changed apart from the fact that I've gained a few more nuclears actually. It's something like 20 more or something like that. And within this video I'm first off going to be showing you my creator classes. In fact, I'm only going to be showing you these 10 class setups, mainly because these 40 haven't changed since the last progression video that I made, just because I don't use them. In all honesty, there was literally no point in me buying those class setups. Literally no points in any way, shape or form. Anyway, regardless, we first off have my MSMC class setup. This is a class setup that I'm still changing every now and then. Sometimes I just get rid of hardline and put toughness on there, or sometimes I get rid of the fast mag and put the quick draw handle on there. But this is definitely a pretty solid class setup. Then after that we have my FALSW class setup, then my hammer class setup, then the L sets. I've been actually using the LMGs a little bit more lately. I just finished recording a Black Ops 2 live episode on Express actually, using the MK48. It was basically just this class setup, only I was using the MK48s instead of the L set pretty much. So this is one that is also pretty good. It's a little bit different from my average class setups actually, but definitely give it a go if you want to. Then we have another MK48 class setup. This is kind of like my douchebaggy class setup, because you know you have the MK48 to win pretty much any medium to long range gunfight, plus the R870 for when I'm actually clearing out a building. Then my DSR-50 class setup. This one hasn't changed for like 2 or 3 months or something like that. I've been using this specific class setup for a pretty long time. Then next up we have the SVU-AS. This is basically just one of those class setups that I created at one point. It's because I kind of wanted to mix it up. The SVU-AS is a gun that I personally never really use, mainly because I don't really like it. I don't like getting killed by this gun, mainly because it's just one of those cheap-ass snipers. I mean, let's face it, it's just a spray and pray overpowered assault rifle with a sniper scope. That's just pretty much what it is. But I don't know, I just felt like using it for a change. Then next up we have my PW57 class setup. This is actually the same class setup that I uploaded a couple of days ago. Next up my M27 class setup, which is once again a class setup that I uploaded a couple of days ago actually. I didn't upload this as kind of like a class setup video, but I used this in one of my live episodes. And then last but not least, we have my SWAT 556 class setup. Anyway, next up, the Scorestreaks that I'm rocking at the moment are of course the UAV, the Lightning Strike, and then the Stealth Chopper. This is still my go-to Scorestreak setup. Sometimes I do still use the Stealth Chopper, then the Emblem VSAT, and then the Escort Drone. I sometimes use the UAV, the counter UAV, and then the VSAT, and I also sometimes use the UAV, the VSAT, and the EMP for when I really feel like getting a nuclear or something like that. Anyway, next up, this really isn't too interesting. I still use the same emblem. I am still planning on making a tutorial for this one actually. I don't know if any of you are still interested in it. I was supposed to do that like a couple of weeks ago. Really just haven't felt like making a tutorial. I don't really know how to make like an emblem tutorial. That really isn't my thing. Anyway, this is pretty interesting. My combat records. I have played this game 22 days, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Fully aware of the fact that that is a pretty long time. My kill death ratio is 3.20. My win-loss ratio is 1.72. And my score per minute is 464. So I almost get like 5 kills per minute on average. My game modes. This is something that a lot of you do ask me about on the regular. I've played 3.2k TDM games, then it goes all the way back to 341 domination games, and then it goes all the way back to 233 kill confirm games, and I really never play any of the other game modes. I really just don't like playing anything apart from team deathmatch. That's just basically how it is. Anyway, I have 69 unstoppable medals, 24 nuclears, 65 brutal medals, 165 relentless medals, 547 ruthless medals, 2k merciless medals, and 9k bloodthirsties. And that's just pretty much all that there is to it. I also have 3 kill chains. I can't remember when I got 2 more. If I'm not mistaken, I only had 1 kill chain within my previous progression video, and I only had 1 or 2 nuclears as well. I'm not entirely sure about that one though. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure how many of you actually care about these medals. I personally don't. Never look at them. In all honesty, never really look at medals or anything like that. My most used weapon is still the MSMC. After that, the A94, the PDW57, the Scar H, the MP7, the Peacekeeper, the MTAR, then the Ballista, the DSR-50, the Type 25, the Vector K10, the R870 MCS, the M81, the FAL OSW, the M27, the Scorpion Evo, the QBB LSW, the MK48, the B2VR, the SWAT 556, the Chicken CQB, the SMR, the KSG, the LSAT, the Cap 40, the Hammer, the M1216. I mean, there are actually quite a lot of guns in this game, especially if you look at them like this. Anyway, next up, the 5.7, then the Executioner, the TAC 45, the XBR 50, the S12, the SVOAS, the Crossbow, the Ballistic Knife, the RPG, the Small, the Assault Shield, and then finally the FHJ 18AA, aka the Stinger, of course. Next up, my most used equipment is, obviously the C4. That's actually pretty obvious if I say so myself. Next up, the Semtex, then the Concussion, then the Grenades, then the Shock Charge, the EMP Grenades, the Combat Axe, the Bouncing Betty, the Claymore, the Flashbang, the Smoke Grenade, the Tactical Insertion, the Trophy System, the Center Grenades, and then finally the Black Hat PDA. And then last but not least, for score streaks, my most used score streak is of course the UAV. This is just the score streak that I like the most. In literally every single Call of Duty there is a UAV and it almost never lets me down. So that is why this is my favorite one. Next up, the Lightning Strike, the 100 killer drone, the Hellstorm missile, the Stealth Chopper, the Counter UAV, the Orbital VSATs, the Sentry Gun, the Escort Drone, the Dragonfire, the EMP System, the Lodestar, the War Machine, the Guardian, the Swarm, the K9 units, the Care Package, the AGR, the RCXD, the Death Machine, the Warthog, and then finally the VTOL warship. I'm guessing that is pretty much it. I'm ranked 4,843rd. If not mistaken, that is actually worldwide. So in all honesty, I think that that's pretty good. I mean, some of you would look at me as a complete no-life, which I could also understand. I mean, let's face it, I did play this game 22 days, so that's quite a lot. Anyway, regardless, if you enjoyed the video, a like rate would as always be very much appreciated. If not, that is of course cool as well. Now I'm actually going to try and upload one video every single day this week, so be sure to definitely stay tuned if you're interested in some more videos from me. Anyway, with that said, I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope to see some of you next time. Take it easy.